Alabama, the state that's home to the world's scariest cemetery and where one restaurant serves dog food to people. Here are 10 unbelievable facts about the state of Alabama. Alabama is one of the southern states of the U.S., with a rich history and unique culture behind it. The capital of this state is Montgomery, but its most populous city is Birmingham. Alabama has a population of around 5 million people and covers an area of about 135,000 square kilometers. In terms of size, it's considered a medium-sized state, but it's played a big role in U.S. history, especially during the Civil Rights Movement. The name Alabama comes from a Native American tribe called the Alabamu, which in the Muscogee language means plant clearers, or those who clear the land for farming. That means the people of this region were builders and cultivators from the very beginning. You might think northern or religious states were the first to make Christmas a holiday, but nope. In 1836, Alabama was the first U.S. state to declare Christmas an official holiday. Surprisingly, even many European countries didn't take Christmas that seriously at the time, let alone a southern U.S. state. Back then, Alabama didn't have a large population, but this move inspired many other states to gradually recognize the day as a holiday. At first glance, it may seem simple, but at the time, Christmas was more of a family occasion than a national celebration. So in a way, Alabama became the pioneer of the Christmas holiday culture in America. Many states have revised or repealed their outdated laws, but Alabama still has some strange ones that technically remain in effect. For example, if someone tries to pour salt on a railroad track, it's considered a crime. That's because, back in the day, this could cause corrosion on the rails and risk a train derailment. Another law states that driving with your eyes closed is illegal. Obvious, right? But the fact that it had to be written into law means someone must have actually done it. Or take this one. If you touch someone's ice cream in church without permission, you might get fined. These laws may not be enforced today, but they still exist on paper and are even considered a quirky legal attraction by some visitors. When people think of NASA, they often think of Florida or Houston. But many don't know that in Huntsville, Alabama, there's one of NASA's most important facilities, the Marshall Space Flight Center. This is where the Saturn V rockets, the ones that first took humans to the moon, were built. Huntsville is nicknamed Rocket City. Even today, it's home to tons of aerospace engineers and scientists. In a way, Alabama, with this center, has been the backbone of the U.S. space program and still plays a crucial role. In Alabama, there's a place with a name that's just one letter, E. It's located in Pickens County and is one of the smallest population centers in America. No one knows for sure why it's named E, but some say it's an abbreviation of the name of an old local leader. The name has earned it the title of one of the strangest geographical names in America. Even the town's welcome sign is just a big letter E. It's kind of like an American symbol of minimalism. The Crimson Tide college football team from the University of Alabama is so beloved that the crowd in its stadium sometimes exceeds the population of an entire small country. This team is a symbol of pride for the state. On game days, shops shut down, the streets empty, and everyone is either glued to the TV or inside the stadium. Presidents, famous actors, celebrities, you name it, they've all been spotted at big games. In Alabama culture, supporting the Crimson Tide is almost like a sacred ritual. If you go there and say you're not a fan, people might look at you like you're from Mars. In the city of Athens, Alabama, there's a cemetery that has a small playground in the middle. The place is called Dead Children's Playground. Yes, it's as creepy and bizarre as it sounds. Locals say you can hear children's laughter there at night, and some claim to have seen the swings moving on their own. Many believe the spirits of the children buried there are still looking to play. This spot has become a favorite for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Back in the 19th century, Alabama had a very unusual industry, harvesting river mussels to make buttons. Thousands of people used to gather shells from rivers, cut them with special machines, and turn them into high-class buttons. This industry disappeared with the rise of plastic, but back then, it was a serious source of income. Today, there's just a small museum that keeps the memory of that era alive. In rural areas of Alabama, there are still churches that follow a bizarre tradition called snake handling during prayer. They believe that if your faith is true, the snake, even if it's venomous, won't harm you. People hold rattlesnakes and copperheads with their bare hands while praying. Sometimes they do get bitten, but even then, they don't lose their faith. This practice is extremely dangerous and is banned in most states, but in parts of Alabama, it's still allowed. In a small Alabama town, there's a restaurant with a menu inspired by dog food, but for humans. For example, they have a type of burger made with a mix of meat, cheese, and ingredients similar to gourmet pet food, but it's 100% safe and edible for people. The restaurant is both a joke and a real experience. Some come just for the novelty, while others actually enjoy the taste. Food bloggers from all over the US visit just to film videos about their bizarre menu. Driving in Alabama cities, especially Birmingham or Montgomery, can be a chaotic experience during rush hours. Many locals are known for their aggressive driving style, cutting people off, speeding through yellow lights, and honking at the slightest delay. What's ironic is that Alabama drivers rank high in national accident statistics, yet they still tend to drive like they're racing in NASCAR. Parking downtown can also be frustrating. People double park like it's a competitive sport. And good luck finding a spot during lunch hours. Some drivers casually ignore stop signs or treat them more like a suggestion than a rule. And don't even think about asking someone to let you merge. They'll speed up just to block you. City driving in Alabama isn't for the faint-hearted. It's fast, unpredictable, and full of personalities who think the road belongs to them. Now that we've uncovered so many surprising and powerful stories about Alabama, from its role in the civil rights movement to its soulful music and rich Southern traditions, what are your thoughts on this deeply historical and culturally unique state? Drop your opinions and favorite facts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and supporting us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to check out our next video to keep exploring more fascinating places across the world.